is Thursday, April 21. Welcome to CGN News. 2 weeks after he tested positive for the coronavirus, Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley still has the virus. A statement from the Office of the Prime Minister said that Rowley, 71, was tested Monday for COVID-19 and the results remain positive. Rowley had first tested positive for the virus on Tuesday, April 6. Quote, Dr. Rowley will remain in isolation under the care and supervision of the medical professionals from the Tobago Regional Health Authority, end quote, the statement said. Trinidad and Tobago has announced additional measures to curb the spread of COVID-19 after an increase in the number of daily cases. Health Minister Terence Dale Singh says the new measures take effect today, Thursday. There is now a ban on public gatherings for entertainment, while places of worship will reduce their capacity from 50% to 25%. Last week, the government announced it would no longer allow in-house dining in restaurants, bars, casinos and cinemas, as well as the closure of beaches. All restrictions expire on May 16. Trinidad reported a record 171 cases of the virus within 24 hours. The director of Haiti's state lottery has resigned after a report revealed potential misappropriation of funds at the agency. The lottery's employee union, which earlier complained about not being paid for 3 months, has accused General Manager Margaret Fortuné of embezzlement. Investigators on Tuesday searched the premises of the lottery of the Haitian state. The same day, Fortuné submitted her letter of resignation to President Jovenel Moise. The resignation takes immediate effect. Fortuné had been the lottery manager since 2016. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says Jamaica is set to benefit from a major donation from the Norwegian cruise line to assist the country's COVID-19 recovery effort. Speaking in Parliament, Bartlett said the country will receive $1 million from the Norwegians. The funds will provide assistance in building the health infrastructure needed to facilitate the return of cruise tourism in a safe and seamless manner. Bartlett said the return of cruise shipping is expected to provide a much-needed boost to the economy. The cruise line is also donating $500,000 to the volcano-affected St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The nurse who administered the COVID-19 vaccine to journalist Michael Sharp is reportedly receiving death threats. President of the Nurses Association Jamaica, Patsy Edwards Henry, told Radio Jamaica News the threats started with Sharp's admission to hospital in March and intensified Tuesday after his death. The threats came via text messages and calls to her personal phone, Edwards Henry revealed. Concerns have been expressed that Sharp's death is linked to the COVID-19 vaccine which he received on March 14. However, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bissessar McKenzie told the Gleaner Tuesday evening that persons who take the COVID-19 vaccine can die for reasons unrelated to the vaccine, and the likelihood of any kind of severe reactions to the vaccine is very small. She confirmed that Sharp had tested positive for COVID-19. A Venezuelan vessel with relief supplies was unable to dock in Kingstown due to the high traffic at the port. The vessel, which is sitting out at sea, is carrying supplies to St. Vincent from St. Lucia and Cuba. It was supposed to arrive at 1:30 p.m. Wednesday, but there is no room to dock. The situation has been described as a bit chaotic, as other vessels are trying to offload their supplies quickly to make room for the Venezuelan ship. Seismic activity at the La Soufrière continued after the explosive activity on April 18. The UWI Seismic Research Center says small, long-period and hybrid earthquakes continued to be recorded. The network also recorded a few rockfalls and volcano-tectonic earthquakes. Thousands of black and Asian servicemen who died fighting for the British Empire were not properly commemorated due to pervasive racism, a report has said. Some troops were commemorated collectively, while their white counterparts had headstones. An inquiry was set up following a 2019 documentary presented by MP David Lammy, Unremembered. It found that 116,000 African and Middle Eastern World War I casualties were not commemorated by name. but that figure could be as high as 350,000, according to the Commission's report seen by The Guardian. It also cited racist comments, such as the governor of a British colony saying in 1923 that, quote, the average native would not understand or appreciate a headstone, end quote. The World Health Organization's Emergency Committee has recommended that proof of vaccination not be required as a condition of international travel. The experts issued a statement Monday citing limited evidence that vaccination against COVID-19 reduces people's ability to transmit the virus and the persistent inequity in global vaccine distribution. The panel said states should recognize that requiring proof of vaccination deepens inequalities and promotes unequal freedom of movement. Addressing a media briefing Monday, the WHO Director General Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus said the world can bring the pandemic under control in the coming months, provided it distributes resources fairly. Indonesia has less than 72 hours to rescue 53 crew members of a missing Navy submarine before they run out of oxygen, the Navy said. The vessel is thought to have disappeared about 60 miles off the coast of Bali early Wednesday morning. 6 warships, a helicopter, and 400 people are involved in the search. Singapore and Malaysia have dispatched ships, and the US, Australia, France, and Germany have offered assistance. The German-built submarine had been conducting a drill but failed to report back, and contact was lost, the Navy said. A Navy spokesman told the BBC the incident was the first time Indonesia had lost one of its submarines. And finally, a hospital employee in Italy has been accused of skipping work on full pay for 15 years, local media reports. The man is alleged to have stopped turning up for work in 2005. He is now being investigated for fraud, extortion, and abuse of office, Italian news agency ANSA reports. He was reportedly paid £464,000 in total over the years he is thought not to have been working. 6 managers at the hospital are also being investigated in connection with the alleged absenteeism. The police have also accused him of threatening his manager to stop her from filing a disciplinary report. That manager later retired, and his ongoing absence was never noticed by her successor. The arrests are the result of a police probe into absenteeism and suspected fraud in the public sector. That's it for CGN News. I'm Scott Wilson. Thanks for watching.